In today's episode, we venture off the normal tourist beaten path of Tokyo to visit Gōtokuji Temple, where we'll stroll the beautiful grounds and then learn the backstory of the famous Maneki Neko. We'll also visit a little cafe near the temple which produces small batch food with an Indian twist, and top off the day with a meal at home made possible in part by a surprise provided to us by our Airbnb host. Let's make a move. Gōtokuji Temple is located in the Setagaya ward of Tokyo, which for us is about a 45-minute trip. We've decided to head in the opposite direction from Ikebukuro Station this morning and try our other neighborhood station, Meijuro, a much smaller station, a short walk through quiet residential streets. We've decided to take the Yamanote line, Tokyo's famous circle line, and transfer to the Odakyu line at Shinjuku Station. Our final stop will be Gōtokuji Station and then a 20-minute walk to our lunch spot. We've made it out to the area where the temple is located, and of course our first order of business is to go find food. I did a bit of research before we came out here to see what restaurants were around the temple because we didn't want to venture too far, and I found this little cafe which does Indian food, and it sounded really unique, so we decided to come over here and give it a try. It's just a 20-minute walk from the station, and then once we're done here it's just a 10-minute walk over to the temple grounds. This place has small batch food, like it's not a huge menu, it's a very small menu, and he only has a few dishes going at a time, like each day he kind of rotates. And today we both picked the same dish. It's a keema curry made with beef and pork, and it came on a silver tray with rice and pompadom, some cheese and egg, and it's looking really good. We want to tuck into it, so let's give this a try.
Wow, it's so flavorful. The spices are perfectly mixed, and I like that consistency where there's just a little bit of a layer of oil on top, and it's such a nice, warm, cozy dish to have on a very cold day. And I don't know if Michael mentioned it, but the owner slash cook of this place actually went to Mumbai to learn how to cook this food, so we're getting a really nice, authentic taste here.
As I mentioned, it comes with a little bit of cheese, which is kind of unique with like an Indian curry, but it goes so well together. I'm loving putting a bit of cheese on my rice and then topping it with some of the curry, and it melts the cheese and you get a nice gooey mouthfeel with it. The curry is really tasty, as Nicole said. It's got a really good spice, but it's not hot. It's not overpowering heat, just a nice mellow kind of burn in your mouth. And it has peas in there, which I love. I love this kind of curry with a ground meat and peas. It's really tasty. Glad we came out over here. Lunch was very good, but I think what we enjoyed more than the lunch itself was just talking to the owner of the cafe. Kind of a young guy who started the cafe. As Nicole mentioned, he went to Mumbai to learn how to make the curry, which is pretty amazing. And he just has a small little shop. He just does small batches of his dishes and seems to really take a pride in what he's doing there, and his English was really good. He taught himself by watching TV. I've heard that before, that a lot of people teach themselves how to speak English by watching English television, which I guess kind of makes sense. So he's hoping to come to Canada next year, so I hope he's able to do that and come explore Vancouver and Toronto. I think he'd really enjoy Toronto based on what he was saying. So that was a really fun lunch. Got to interact with a local, which we love. As we're walking through the neighborhood that surrounds the temple, we're catching little glimpses of the significance of this temple, and that's little cat pieces of art. You know, we've seen a couple of cat sculptures in the gardens. There was a carved cat on the top of an old wooden sign with a map, and there's a lot of little cat details here and there that you have to keep your eyes out for or you'll easily miss them. It's all going to make a lot of sense once we get to the temple. Welcome to Gōtokuji Temple. Wow, we haven't even found the main attraction here yet, but the grounds are absolutely beautiful. There's a 3-storied pagoda, a bell tower, and several halls throughout the grounds of the temple. One of the benefits of coming to a place like this off the beaten path is that it's really quiet and it's not jam-packed with tourists, and that's what we found here this morning. There's also a large cemetery here that we're going to check out in a bit, but first let's explore the grounds of Gōtokuji Temple. Legend has it that the famous Maneki Neko, or beckoning cat, luck charm originated here at Gōtokuji Temple. In this little corner of the temple grounds, we found quite literally thousands of Maneki Neko of all sizes. We knew there'd be all sorts of figurines here on display, but this is a little surprising, especially so close to Hagibis. I wonder if they took them all inside and brought them back out once the storm passed. Let's continue exploring this little corner of the temple and then get back to the origin story of the Maneki Neko. The story goes, a cat that lived at the temple called in or beckoned a feudal lord to safety when a sudden thunderstorm hit. And as the lord took refuge from the storm here in the temple, he had tea with the priest and donated rice and land as a way of showing thanks. He also chose the temple as the cemetery for his family clan. Don't forget to stop by the temple shop so that you can partake in the good fortunes that this temple has to offer. You can pick up a Emma board on which you write your wishes and hopes, or you can get a traditional Japanese fortune. But something unique at this temple which I would recommend checking out are the little Maneki Neko figurines that you can purchase.
So I guess in our case we got all 3?
We certainly did. I'm really looking forward to a lot of good fortune. There's one last thing we have to do here at the temple before we head out, and that's hang our Emma board. So let's go do that and hope all our wishes are granted. We finished up at the temple and we are rushing back to catch the train because there's the next train that we need to catch to get home before 4 o'clock because our Airbnb host is coming by to drop something off for us. And if we miss this train, then we won't get back till past 4. So we don't want to make our Airbnb host wait. So we're really rushing, making the 12-minute journey by foot down to 8 minutes. That's our goal. If we don't do that, then I guess I'll be apologizing profusely to our host. Let's see if we make it. We didn't make the train. We were just this close. We were running up the stairs as we heard it pull away from the platform.
We saw the doors close.
Yeah, but there is another option. So we should still make it back by 4. I won't have to grovel. That's always a good thing. What did you think of the temple? We didn't get a chance to talk about it.
The temple is amazing. Those cats, there were so many of them. I can't believe they were the star attraction because the temple was so cool. The cats were amazing. There were so many of them. But not just the cats in the buildings. The grounds it's on, it's beautiful. It's like a garden. So I had fun strolling along.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. The cemetery was vast, eh?
Yes.
Considering that was for the family of that feudal lord.
Yeah, and it's really cool that that temple is the birthplace of the world famous cat. I've seen it. So they used to be so popular like in the 90s and early 2000s, and they were just like everywhere.
Like even at home,
Yeah.
you'd walk into a restaurant and you'd see it with its animated arm.
Yeah, I think it was a worldwide phenomenon back then, and it just came from this, not little temple, but just came from this one temple that we just visited.
I will be honest though, of course, with most of these legends from days past, there's some, what's the word?
Dispute?
Yes, dispute, good word.
Another temple's fighting for the
Yeah,
title?
there's some dispute about where it actually originated from. Obviously, a lot of people think it's here, but there are other places that claim that it came from there.
Oh,
So, but I think it was this one.
me too.
Yeah,
And it's not because we've been here.
maybe. We're hustling. We got off the train. We're not far from home. We're walking through this little neighborhood close to our neighborhood, separated by the tracks. We're on the other side of the tracks, and we should be able to get there by 4 to meet our Airbnb host, who will then give us something we're really looking forward to getting our hands on, and we'll share that with you in a little bit. Today's brought us through lots of little neighborhoods on our way out to the shrine and in and around the shrine, and I always love doing that, walking around little neighborhoods and seeing small shops and small little restaurants and just getting a feel for the local area, like off the beaten path. And we're doing that at the moment. We're walking back to our place. It looks like we'll make it back in time to meet our Airbnb host, but between us and the station is this little neighborhood, and it's really cute. Lots of little residential houses and lots of little restaurants. We'll have to come back here and explore and see if we can find a place to eat and try. It's like really close to home. So we're almost home, then we'll be able to get our hands on this thing that we've asked our Airbnb host to bring us, and when we get that, we're going to share it with you. We're really excited about getting this, and you'll see why soon. I'm a bit of a train nut. And I love how trains are such an important part of life here in Japan, and they're so integrated into everything. Like where we're staying, I showed you the other night, is literally right beside the track. Like you couldn't get any closer to the track if you tried with our building. And right now we're walking over a bridge over 4 different tracks, and trains are just buzzing back and forth constantly. Behind me here, this here, that's a raised train track, and trains are buzzing back and forth there. And look, there's people's houses here. There's Nicole. These are people's houses, and right there beyond the tree is that raised track, and our place is just beside that really tall building there, right beside the track. So I think some people would really find that annoying, constantly hearing trains buzzing by all day long. Like they come by here, within 5 minutes a train is going by constantly, and I would love that. I'm actually really liking that there's that sound, kind of comforting sound to me when we're sitting at home, even lying in bed. Here comes one now. It's on the tracks behind me, not the raised track here. But yeah, I love just listening to that sound as I'm trying to fall asleep. I think one is going above us. Hard to tell. So we're almost home, almost gonna get this thing we're really excited about. It has worked out. We got back in time. We met the, I'm not sure how to say, he's not an Airbnb host. I think a company runs this apartment and many other of the apartments in this building. So somebody from that company came by and dropped us off the thing we were really excited about. And I'm gonna show it to you now. Do you have any guesses? What do you think it could be? I'm gonna give you a hint. I'm standing in the kitchen. It's a rice cooker. Yeah. There was no rice cooker in this apartment, which we were really shocked by. So we asked her if she had one we could borrow, because we already kind of knew that she rented out all these apartments, and we thought they might have one. But they came today to drop it off, and it's brand new. It came straight out of the box. And so, of course, we ran out to the store to get some rice.
Hokkaido rice.
Yeah, Hokkaido rice. And some other goodies. Because we're going to have dinner at home today. Let me show you what else we got while Nicole washes that rice. Let's see here. I really felt like curry. So I picked up some instant curry packs. This is a restaurant here that also does these packs. This is cheese curry. Look at that swirl of cheese. It better look just like that or I'm going to be disappointed. And then a regular one of their curries. And then to go with my curry, I got some deep fried goods, a chicken cutlet and a mystery cutlet. Boss, my favorite canned coffee, now makes milk tea. So I'll give this a try. I got some of this. This is the sprinkle on cooked rice. I think this is a beef flavor, sukiyaki. Let's see what that's all about. What else we got here? Nicole picked up a lemon. And some garlic. Some really small, nice looking garlic. That's actually called nice garlic. That's funny. She's gonna have some octopus. And we are gonna share some sashimi. Some shrimp. Look at the size of those shrimp. Should be an excellent meal. We will show you once it's all prepped and ready to devour. Nicole's almost done her meal, so it's time for me to get mine going. And let me show you how this works. Here's our packet of curry. And inside this box is our pouch. And so we just take this pouch and we dump it into boiling water. That's good. Well, yours is looking good.
Yeah, it's finished.
Shrimp, octopus, lemon, garlic, olive oil. Looks really good. So while my curry pack is bubbling away, we will turn on the toaster oven with my cutlets inside. And according to the toaster oven, heating up fried food should take 3 to 5 minutes. So I'm just gonna go for 5, well, we'll go with 4 minutes. And that should be about perfect because the curry pack should only take about 5 minutes. Our rice finished cooking here in our new rice cooker, which still blows me away. There's our rice. This is a fancy brand too, Soji Rushi. We have one of these at home. I was really shocked to see him come to the door with a brand new box that said Soji Rushi on it. Almost time to plate here. We'll show you the final plating. Your meal is looking really good. Wow.
My meal is epically seafoody.
It is.
I got 2 giant tentacles from an octopus and 4 big shrimps, and I fried it up, including the shrimp heads.
It looks really tasty, so give it a try.
Octopus? I did a good job flavoring this. It's very lemony.
What's the texture like?
The texture's perfect. I know I cooked it, so I probably shouldn't say it's perfect, but I did a good job. I didn't overcook it. I didn't undercook it. It's very tender. It has a very strong lemony taste, which is what I like, and a nice soy sauce underflavor. And then we bought this garlic, and it's called nice garlic. And when
I saw it.
Yeah, when I cut into it, it wasn't many individual cloves. It was one giant clove.
So each of those heads was one giant
Yeah.
clove? Wow.
And then when I fried the garlic first before I put the seafood in, and that garlic smelled amazing. It was
did.
like one good quality garlic.
Yeah, this whole place smells like garlic.
So I'm very happy with my meal, and I put a lot of olive oil in, so it's very saucy too.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Probably not the most healthiest.
No, I think it's pretty healthy.
Okay, well there you go.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, I keep looking down at it because I just want to dig into it, because mine is almost done. That'll be right up. I think mine turned out pretty good. The packet doesn't look quite like the picture, but it's pretty close. I'm pretty shocked actually. The swirls of cheese exist there. And I have my 2 cutlets, my big chicken cutlet and the mystery cutlet, which I have since figured out is chicken. And there should be some cheese in there based on the Google translation. Let's see, I'm gonna try this mystery cutlet first. I don't really see any cheese. A tiny little bit of like a creamy cheese squirted out of that into my mouth. It's almost like a cream cheese is in there. And I can't believe how good the coating tastes, even after being sitting around for a while at the store, being packaged up into plastic, brought home, put in the fridge, and then heated up in the toaster oven. It's just as crispy as you would probably get it fresh. That is tasty. I can see the cheese now. A little bit of cheese there squirting out. Why is it that I could just constantly eat the unhealthiest food? It's not a good thing. But this is delicious. I'm gonna try some of this curry. The gogo curry, which is the gorilla curry, is a deeper flavor. Like glico curry or other sort of curry roux don't usually have as deep a flavor as this. This one's dark and rich, and get a little bit of the creaminess from the cheese in there. I think I really like the cheese curry version. Yeah, that's excellent. Dinner at home is another success. Last night's meal was a success. This one is a success. I'm enjoying going out, getting some stuff at the with the fresh food, the prepared food at the train station, and then coming home, reheating it and eating it. It's so good. So we're gonna finish up our meals here, and then I have to get to work. It is about 6:30 now, so it's almost work time. Thanks for watching this week's episode. We hope that you enjoyed exploring Gōtokuji Temple with us and learning the backstory of the famous Maneki Neko. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to continue following along with our Japanese adventures, hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell so you never miss a future episode. We'll see you next week.